What is Dino? Is there full? Is there extra teams? Dino should be on a team. He's not on a
Yeah,
team.
never mind.
There was full teams until Mr. Crunk disconnected again.
Right, so we are
Oh.
starting here qualifying for the sprint race. Welcome everyone here for Challenger League round number 9. In Zandvoort, as you can see, Mr. Krank has disconnected right immediately as qualifying started, so I guess he's gonna have to start from the back. But yeah, you can see now lag storm happening already. Oh my god. I think Krank might be causing the issues, maybe. Okay, looks like he is civilized now. So yeah, coming to this round, Corvid is leading 42 points from Kuvo, and yeah, he really needs to basically try and steal the championship basically today. If he can extend his gap to 50 points on Kuvo, then it's possible to do that. As you can see, now looks like Corvid already getting pole position. It's a one-shot qualifying on the rain, so of course big difference can happen here. As you can see, Corvid getting pole position 0.66 seconds ahead of Corvid, so really big gap there. As you can see, 6 tenths, almost 7 there. And so yeah, Journey starting from second. We see Stoll splitting the Scuderia Carmonas with Rosim starting P4. Then we got Kader and Kuvo only P6 there. Then we got Dino God good qualifying there ahead of Ruiz in P8. Then we got Chevalier returning now, returning today. P9 ahead of Bletzy, who's gonna close the top 10. Then we got Crash starting ahead of Kyoto. Then we got Chopars in P14 splitting Little Snowflake drivers, Carino and Suicide, and then we got Chuan starting on the back of the grid.
We've got Dino God subbing in now for Mr. Crunk. He qualified as an independent, but he's going to be racing as a heritage performance as Crunk. Likely not going to be able to race.
He just keeps on disconnecting every time. Doesn't seem to be looking good. But yeah, now we're gonna get 11 laps on the rain. With the wet tires, of course. It should be an interesting race. It's really hard to overtake, so I think Corvid starting from the lead is gonna be in a really good position. Oh, yet. Why do people leave on these moments, man? Stop
Kiato
leaving
has
now.
lost his spot. Kiato's going to be going to the back of the grid.
Yes. Where was Kyoto in the grid? I don't remember.
If you ask him to type in his qualifying spot, you can slide him in maybe.
P12.
I can check real quick, just a second.
If you could.
Drunk on the voice chat. Come back for the feature if you can hear this.
He was P12.
Okay.
12. No, we got you, Kiato. We have the technology now, we can use it.
We've got the power. Okay, is everything... Oh, we need to wait for the grid. Did you do the grid? Okay. And let's go. Good luck.
Okay, GL everyone.
Let's go
Gonna be
VEO
11
lock in
laps.
this championship.
Gotta be 11 laps of hell. That's why it's called the Netherlands, so yeah. Right, so there you go, drivers are ready here for the sprint race. So there you go, Corby starting on the lead with Gironi. Maybe try to move on the outside. Can he do it there? You can see Rosim also up there. Can he try and make a move there? But no, there he goes. It's Gironi taking the lead on a very slow start as we see Kubo getting pushed wide there. Ooh, Kubo not having the good start here. Is probably gonna try and at least try to delay the Corby's championship to the end as we see now Dino God Getting completely pushed wide. There is so many crashes here. Kader now down to last place. Oh my god, that's a really messy start as we see Perfect recovering lead of the race, and Jeroni is going to be right next to him. So amazing start for these two drivers. Maybe Freeze can see Rosie, but now Urista as well is like up there. And somehow Kubo has managed to recover after getting push off in turn 3. So there we go. It's a train of 5 drivers here. It's Corby leading the way. Then we got the Scooter Carmona drivers. Then we got Ruiz. So it's a VO sandwich here with some Carmona meat. And then we got Kubo trying to chase off the grid, as I think maybe got pushed by Ruiz there. You can see now Ruiz trying to pass through in there. And that's what he makes it there. So there you go, Ruiz up to third place there. Really having a solid race so far. As we see now Kubo and Gironi battling each other now for the lead of the race, for the P4 I mean. So there goes Corvid already having a good start here. This could give him almost enough points to secure the title, and then he just needs to complete the job on the feature race. Yeah, you can see now Rosim dashing off wrist. Rosim was returning today after being away for some rounds. Yeah, he hasn't been able to race in SCL. He kind of retired. He has to leave the Mayhem seat. You know, he's returning today at least for CL. I don't think he's racing in SCL, not really sure. As we see now Kubo catching up to him, as it seems looks like Juni is having some struggles and now he's down P5. Now there goes Kubo on his recovery. Can he go past Rosim on the inside? Can he do it there? So there goes Kubo up to third place already. Good recovery for him. He got
Kubo was down around P12 after a little accident on the first lap, so he's done well to get out of that mess and back up into the lead pack.
Yeah, it's really impressive how he done that. I'm not sure exactly how he did it, but really amazing recovery for him already now, up to third, fighting for second with Ruiz. It's going to be a hell of a big hurdle for him now, and let's see what can he do if he can pass Ruiz as quick as possible, and maybe even catch Corby until the end of the race. So let's see now, it's not an easy track for overtaking. If a driver is experienced enough, he can defend the position until the end of the race. So yeah, Ruiz experience is something that Ruiz does not really lack of. So let's see now, Kubo taking the safety. Ruiz already going defensive as you could expect him to do. And so yeah, maybe what Kubo can do is to wait for a mistake from Ruiz. As you can see, he makes a little bit there, but Kubo cannot pass him there now. Maybe try on the exit of turn 3, but doesn't work well now. Oh, I have to stay behind now. Maybe try and go side by side now on the outside. Can he try to make the move now? He's gonna have to back off there. So for now he's just staying behind Ruiz. Gets in now. Ooh, can he make the switch back after the chicane? And no, he's gonna have to stay behind for now. Now let's see now. Kubo try and go around the outside now into turn 1. Can he try to make the move? But no, that's not working well. As you can see already on lap 7 out of the 11th. So really fast race, as you can see. Oh, these sprint race always are.
There's a really big pack forming here back in 6-7 spot. They're racing really tight. Uh-oh. You're going to take a penalty on that. He did kind of edge him off, but I think it was a mistake from Kubo more so.
Yeah, you can see Kubo really trying to pass to Ruiz, and in the meantime you can see, oh, big push there from Ruiz, and Kubo is going to get pushed to the center. You can see not really happy. He's going to lose the position to Rosim now. So Kubo really not finding himself in a good position, and Corvid is just running away with this one, it seems. So it's going to be another sprint win race for Corvid on this season, and he's really been nominated in CL. Amazing season for him. He's becoming champion, as of course he's going to get banned from CL as he got his first podium in SCL last round in Kimi Ring. So yeah, it's him and Gironi.
Rooney and Corvid both going to be up in SL Permanent next season, where they belong. They've proved themselves well to do so.
Yeah, they've been here. I mean, Corvid is his first CL season, but already quite impressive and getting the title in a very comfortable way. At least it seems likely that that's to be the case. And Gironi also a CL champion last season. And yeah, he's been solid this season as well. And yeah, I think a good time to leave Challenger League and to climb back now to only CL driver. I mean SCL driver. So yeah, not really much happening. I guess the big battles are happening more at the back. It seems like you can see really huge chaos here. We see Carino, Kiato, Juan, then we got Kader, Coetzee, Stoll, and Dino got a big crash in the first lap. I mean, and he got completely screwed up. And Kader as well. He was down to last now up to P13. We can see now big battle here. Carino and Juan off the track as we see now. The Bobcat drivers now battling each other. It's Kiato versus Kader there now. Who's gonna get the better exit there in turn 3? It's gonna be, I believe, Kader will manage to put himself on the inside line, which should give him the advantage on the next corner, as you can see. But seems to be quite chaotic battle there between these two drivers right now. Also, I think we got Kraft versus Chevrolet. Chevrolet really quite hyped there today. Really doing nicely, as you can see him in P5. So a good solid top 5 finish here. As you can see now, going a little bit wide in turn 3 as these tires are really getting low. In the meantime, we see Corvette with quite a comfortable race today on the sprint race, and there he goes now. Corvette is gonna take the win here on the sprint race. In the meantime, he's gonna get second. Might be a VEO 1-2 or Kubo still. It can see now. Both fighting for the same spot, and I think he's gonna be photo finish there. As we see Rosim, I don't know what the hell he's doing, but he's completely slowing down. As we see Kraft and Chevrolet on the finishing with the leg rocket. That's really funny as we see Zosed and Chopar Shironi only P9 on this sprint race. That's not usual for him. As we see Kiato and Kader finishing, and Carino, Juan, Stoll, Dino, then Goetzi. Then, yeah, there you go.
VEO comes in 1-2. Corvid, then Urist. Kibo rounds at the podium with a fast lap. Rosim, Kraft, Chevrolet, Suasid, Joe Porsche, and Jiruni all the way down in 9th. Kiato with the top 10.
Nice one, Eurus. Nice one.
GG. Yeah, on that crash, we were kind of stuck in a lag rocket. There wasn't much I could
No, I don't mean that sarcastically. Like, you did really well in defending. Like, I was struggling so hard to get past, and you helped.
That's the weirdest corner too.
You
There is no line on that corner.
With
Because
that as well.
Yeah, I thought you were gonna catch me at the end there. It was by 100.
Yeah, I was ahead on my screen, but you know, as was. I really enjoyed this.
SLO, can you guys remind everyone that to not argue in the lobby? Alright, I gotta go. Good races, everybody.
Yeah, what position did you
I'll do
start in the
standings
race?
for JL when I get home later tonight.
I started 6th, then I fell to 12th in lap 1.
Yeah, we were commenting on your recovery. Impressive.
Nothing can stop a mad Polish man.
I'm the king of P2s.
Yeah, but at least you held on to the P2, to be fair.
Yeah.
I was trying to squeeze in so hard, looking for overtakes, and it screwed me up twice. So yeah.
I'm the Bottas to Corvette. Okay, are we gonna go for the quali?
Yeah, it's
Any update on Krunk? No?
it's Grant Johnny.
I don't know. Did he say anything at all? I think he was kind of silent.
Yeah, I pinged him already.
And I think that was the first VEO 1-2 and double podium in CL so far. And maybe ever?
Yeah, I think so.
I don't think VO ever managed to get double podiums.
It's the first season of Big Yo in CL.
Yeah, but even in SL.
Already. Yeah, I don't think that's ever happened. It was almost happening in Niagara Falls. I think I was first in Ritos before. I think that was the closest that we got.
Alright, is everyone in? Should we go?
Just kind of waiting for Crank, but not sure if he's really coming. Yeah, I guess we're gonna start.
Hand lap hards, yeah.
Right, so we are here for qualifying on the feature race now. Corvid got to win and Kubo was third, so that's, I believe, 10 points for Corvid and 6 points for Kubo, so that means that Corvid is now 48 points ahead of Kubo. No, actually 46, yeah, it's 46 points of difference now. So Corvid, if he can gain 4 points of Kubo in the feature race, that means he's gonna become CL champion regardless of what happens in the next 2 sprint races and then the final feature. I believe it's Jakarta sprint race that's gonna be done on Friday. And I think also not really sure if it's maybe the JR race or the sprint race in Monaco also done that day. I'm not really sure. But you know, drivers are finishing first lap of qualifying, and right now it's Hustle Eastwards with provisional pole up at 42.90, but I can see a lot of drivers battling, so I'm pretty sure I don't believe that's gonna be pole position time. I can see some drivers reaching the 32.7s, .6 even. That's what I believe drivers might be. So yeah, let's see now what can drivers do on this second lap. But right now he's still on pole position. But let's see now. Let's see if he's about to finish second lap. And so Kubo now with 32.85. He climbs up to pole now. After the second lap, Harvey in P4 was in first, so Stoll only losing 1 position. And I'm very surprised that it's only 2 drivers making a sub 33. This almost looks like a JL qualifying, not gonna lie. You see Gironi only P12 with the 43.62, so I believe that's a really massive battle there. So let's see now who's gonna take pole positions. They're about to finish the last lap. Looks like Kubo's not gonna improve and no one else is improving. Ooh, Gironi up to third. Looks like he managed to save his qualifying right in the end, and Stoll up to second. So there you go, Kubo taking pole position, and Stoll is gonna start alongside. And we got on the second row the Scuderi Carmonde drivers Juni Corvid. Then you got Susid on a sandwich with Corvid and Ruiz. So Corvid P5, Susid, then Ruiz P5, P6, and P7 respectively. Then we got Keller, Carino, and Goetzi closing the top 10. Then we got Chevrolet starting right ahead of Kraft. Then we got Kiato and Joe Porsche. And then on the final row it's Dino God and Juan. You see a difference of 1.57 seconds. So 1.5 seconds basically there. It's a really fast track, fast corners, really hard for overtaking. It's a pretty tight track. Okay, let's see how the drivers do now. It's a dry track, no rain expected for the feature race, so they can go full on strategy. I believe that 10 plus 10 plus 10 is gonna be the most popular strategy coming to this race. 2 stoppers track position is really important on this race, so not sure if someone is gonna gamble maybe starting on softs or mediums at the start to have a bit of an advantage and then be the first to pit, getting that undercut. That's, I believe, it's the big difference. I believe it's gonna be on the first stint. As I gotta just dress my jacket, it started to get cold here. Alright, the drivers are ready for the feature race. Let's see Kubo maybe going for the hard tires. You can see so many drivers already choosing those hards. Pro team seems to be staying on the softs, and here we go, we are racing in Zandvoort here for the feature race. Kubo keeping the inside line. You can see Gironi already trying to dive on the inside line. As I see Carvey teleporting a little bit, as we see now Kubo with an amazing start, as we see him leading from the Scuderi Carmonde drivers. Looks like they both gained a position on Stoll. Looks like Stoll lost the position at the start. As in the meantime, we see Corby now trying to get the position. There he goes up to P4. In the meantime, Rosim is up into the lead of the race. On his return, you can see he got the soft tires, so that was his mission. As you can see now, Kubo with the big mistake on the final corner. Meanwhile, we see Corby right in the middle of these two drivers, and you can see him with the big ping not caring at all, of course. So there he goes now. You can see now the big crash there. You can see, oh my god, Corby really just like rocking his way there. Well, of course, he has no idea what's happening on his screen. So yeah, really has no idea of what this mess is. We see Kubo and Gironi almost like rocketing there. You can see, oh, Mr. Craig now joining, but very late once again. So there goes Corby now up to second, and we see Kubo and Gironi now getting almost like rocketing on the final corner, but it looks like Gironi is touching the grass and losing a lot of time there. As in the meantime, we see Kubo trying to pass Corby to the inside. So not really being possible. If on this track normally it would be really hard to make a position, I think then against Corby with big ping it's really even harder, I would say. So yeah, I guess the best chance of passing Corby is by waiting him for making a mistake. Or something like that. I'll try to outperform him in terms of pace. Because as soon as you just pass him, he's not gonna get your slipstream because he's still ahead on his screen. But that's the interesting part. But yeah, right now we see Rosim leading the way. Good start for him, it's what we really needed as he's starting with the soft tires. And we see a lot of drivers starting on the mediums, see Carino, Kiato, Keller, Dinogod, Graf, then Guetzi on the softs, then everyone else on the hard tires. Really a lot of drivers, at least half of them. So yeah, it seems like a lot of them really just investing on the 10 stints with the hard, 10 lap stints with the hard. I think that should be the most popular choice. But I wonder if you're gonna see some varied strategies. So yeah, currently we see Rosim still leading, but looks like Kubo and Corvid really getting closer. Looks like Kubo has managed to pass Corvid for second place, so really nice move there. As in the meantime, we see the little snowflakes battling Kiato now for P6. As we see now Carino on the inside, can they make the move there? Oh my god, they got really close there. But now you can see the little snowflakes lay down each other. Kiato going really wide there, can't the suicide making the double overtake. There he goes now. Suicide up to P6, really nice from him. As we see also Gironi now butting the race now for P4. So yeah, it's like it's a big battle here, but there goes now Gironi trying to fall inside, but he's gonna go into the grasses. In the meantime, it's like Rosim is already pitting after 6 laps. Maybe a bit too early now, he's gonna have quite a lot of traffic ahead of him. So I feel like staying for one more lap would have been the best option. But now he might be really slowed down a lot, as you have 3 drivers to pass. So this is gonna be the interesting stuff. That probably was the big risk of starting on soft, which is might be nice on the first stint, but on the start of the second be hard. Because I believe he just pushed Kiato off there. With the big punts, maybe on his screen he just went to the inside. Could have seen that happening, so... Yeah, so we see now Susie trying to pass Kader on the outside, maybe to turn 1. Can he make the move there? And he can't, really hard to make it there. Because I believe the hard start can get better than mediums. And it looks like Crank is leaving now, he joined the lobby too late. Okay, you can see Kiato and Stoll going side by side with each other. Can Kiato make the move there? Oh, there goes Kiato up to P8, but big mistake is right next and gonna get passed back by Stoll. Stoll got a good qualifying, but he's not having that much good of a race. At least comparing to the qualifying, he's starting on second place, but now he's down to P8. Not really having the peak of performances. Right now I just saw Kader and Suicide, I believe they got pushed off there. As we see, oh my god, big mistake from Suicide, and Kader gets completely stuck there, and Kiato now is right behind him. But the big disaster there, we see. Now Gironi and Reese going side by side with each other. Looks like Gironi now up to third. But of course, Rosim he is pitted already, and so that's why he's down P5. But I believe he's lost a lot of time. I believe in turn 1, because there seems to be a big rush there. And here you can see only 4 seconds behind the top 4 right now. But yeah, now we see this is the big battle here. It's Reese versus Journey. There goes Reese back on the podium places as we see now trying to build defensive against Rooney, but he got no space there. Now he's gonna touch the grass and the center. He's gonna lose a lot of time to the Portuguese drivers. In the meantime, they're gonna drive into the pits after 10 laps. While Corby, there he goes. This is the alternative strategy, I believe. While Corby going on 11 laps, and I could see him doing the same on a second stint and maybe going for mediums in the end. That could be a possible strategy. 8 laps with mediums. This plausible. But yeah, but here we go now. Looks like Kubo was just pitted and already caught up to Rosim, who was pitted way before him, so Rosim really not having the best of races right now as he's lost a lot of time with the traffic. Maybe also the pace was not up there, so yeah, you can see now Kubo already up to second place. Rosim right behind Kubo is gonna have to catch his slipstream for now because Kubo has much better tires. And of course Corvid is coming, as you can see now. He has pitted now. You can see, oh my god, maybe he got pushed there, but of course the big ping. Yeah, Corby now is going to be quite the mission to pass these drivers for the lead. And yeah, this is the situation. Kubo is leading. Rosim tried to take the slipstream, but not sure if he's taking it now. I believe Kubo may have just left out of the slipstream range, which is really good for him. He doesn't have Rosim benefiting from it. So he might also have Rosim as a barrier against Corby. And Corby really needs to try and pass Rosim as much fast as he can, because otherwise he's going to be losing a lot of time, as Rosim does have really old hard tires. So there he goes, Corby up to second place. Now he's going to have to going for the chase on Kubo, but the other track where Kubo could beat Corby is this one. He's been showing quite a lot of good pace, just like in Kimi Ring. So Kubo really has stepped up his game. It may be a bit late for the title. But yeah, right now I think if the race would end at the moment, I believe the title fight would be delayed to the next week, as we still have two sprint races to do and then one feature race to the end of the season. I believe it's the Jakarta sprint race that wasn't done when it should have been because of some connection issues. And so yeah, we got now Corby now in second place, 1.4 seconds, 1.1. Yeah, the pace tab has changed a lot because of the corners and stuff. But yeah, we got also Kraft on the mediums. Very good mediums. Try to stay with I stole these words for P6. Really needs to, because otherwise he might be in big trouble. As his mediums are starting to get old. Because in the meantime, looks like Reese has got some distance on Journey. Looks like Journey hasn't been able to cut up to Reese too. Yeah, I really do think this is not really a strong track for Journey. And yeah, he's really struggling a little bit. It's a really hard track, I would say. Can be for some drivers because it's the skill set for this track is a bit specific. And so okay, in the meantime, we still see Kubo managing to keep up the distance against Corby as he has older tires compared to the Australian. I think he's really doing an amazing job out there in the lead. And so you might see him getting another win in CL. I believe it would be like fourth win in future races, something like that. But so yeah, I think Kubo really been solid now lately since the Kimi Ring round. And yeah, right now the big battles happening. Looks like we got the Bobcat drivers very close to each other. It's Kyato and Kader with similar tires, both on the hards, as we see Kader going to the grass. So he's gonna lost the contact with his teammates. As in the meantime, looks like Rosim has pitted for the second time already, going for hard tires once again. But I believe he's gonna have to pit again until the end of the race, because I don't think he can make those tires last 13 laps. Might be too big of a stretch, so not sure exactly what's gonna be Rosim's plan. What are gonna be Rosim's plans? And in the meantime, we've got Kyato, Kaller, now Kraft very close. Kraft who So very fresh mediums. I'm pretty sure he's gonna want to pass him. As you can see, it might be a really big moment here. But there goes Kraft. He's got past the Colombian. Can he pass Kyoto? Oh my God, big crash there. I think there was kind of a domino effect as Kyoto has pushed off Kraft and Kraft pushed off Gather there. As we see now a big train here of drivers. You got Show Porsche, Gather and Carino and Chevrolet as well. Chevrolet now not having that good of a race compared to the sprint. The sprint he finished P5, but now he's down in P11. You see now, oh my God, big crash there. Gather went off the track on turn 1, I believe, pushed by his own teammates. So Bobcat racing driver not really getting their act together and not being able to work as a team, as you can see right now. Still trying to get close to Juroni, but I believe Juroni has much better tires, so that's why Juroni has made his second pit stop. Now, investing on the mediums, that's interesting. I believe he's gonna have to do another pit stop, as he doesn't seem to be comfortable on the hards. We see also Reese in I believe he's gonna pit now, as you can see. Kubo is still out right now. That's interesting. You can see he has managed to extend the gap to Corvette, so yeah, you can pretty much say he has no reasons to pit right now. If he can just keep the distance, and yeah, that's pretty much the advantage of having much better pace. And I believe I could see Kubo going for mediums in the end of the final stint. Maybe we're gonna see I could see Corvette pitting on lap 22, maybe to really go for the mediums and try to chase off Kubo maybe that way. But there you go now, Kubo pitting. Will Corvette follow? No, there he goes. Corvette is really going for the pit on lap 22, going for mediums. And Kubo is gonna do the same now, but he's gonna have 9 laps, but I think still a good choice. So Corvette doesn't have the advantage on the speed at the beginning and doesn't catch to his slipstream, and yeah, Kubo really got this under control, I would say, really managing the gap pretty well. And I think staying on out for one more lap on the second stint was a really good idea for him. So I would say Kubo really going well for the win today. But of course, it's still not over. He might do a big mistake at some point on the last stint, as we see now. Corvette going to the pits. Oh, and of course, there he goes. It's what I was kind of predicting. Pitting on for with 8 laps to go on now the mediums. As you can see, unlike Kubo, Corvette has some traffic ahead. He's got Juroni, and now he's gonna have to pass Rosim as well. But those two drivers are gonna have to pit again to the end of the race. And I think that's what Corvette is gonna hope, but now Juroni is not gonna allow Corvette to pass him. As you can see, he's trying to go for the overtake, and yeah, you can see it's really weird what Juroni is doing. I believe he could have just used Corvette's slipstream to catch up to his teammate, but instead he's battling him. But now there goes Juroni going to the pits. Might be wrong, but on my screen it looked like he was trying to overtake him. As in the meantime, we see Corvette's teammate Surist right behind on the hard tires. Older hards, as you can see, but yeah, Reese is doing the standard 10 plus 10 plus 10 on the hards. And Corvette just went for the alternative version, just 11 plus 11 on hards, then 8 laps on mediums. Kubo went for a slightly different strategy either. He went 10 plus 11 on hards and then 9 on mediums, as now we see big lag rocket here. And this is not great, really not great. Oh, please not crash. It's stabilizing, and there you go. Lag storm is finally over. Not sure if someone has lost a lot of time. As you can see, looks like Juroni has come out ahead of Rosim. But now Juroni is going to allow his teammate to pass him. He has better tires, faster tires as well. He's got the softs. So good choice there. In the meantime, it's like all the drivers apart from the Scuderia Carmona. He's battle for P9. We got Kyoto, Carino, Gather, and Chevrolet now. Big midfield battle here. 4 drivers very close. I would say maybe just 3 now. Okay, we got Carino here in P10. So it's a battle for the top 10. We see Chevrolet trying to go for the outside, but not working well. As you can see, Gather really going defensive there. Chevrolet had to back off there, so there he goes. We see Carino down there, but you can see now Chevrolet trying to go for the inside of Gather, but Gather has managed to get a good exit, but maybe not. As you can see, Chevrolet now managed to complete the overtake there. There he goes now, Chevrolet making a move on the inside of Gather. Amazing move there, but Kader's trying to come back now as they almost went for the light rocket on the chicane. But luckily they managed to survive and they tried to catch up to Kyoto. Kyoto is really just avoiding this big massive battle. As you can see now, Chevrolet maybe going for the inside. Now Kader maybe tried the inside of turn 3 there. You can see a big rush there. Chevrolet make a double overtake there. Oh my god, there he goes, Chevrolet with the double overtake, maybe a triple if he can just pass Kyoto now, but looks like Kader is going not to allow that to happen. As he goes for the inside line, now Chevrolet goes for the inside as they have a bit of a lag rocket, now Carino gets 2 positions out of nowhere. As in the meantime, big crash there. Oh my god, Kyoto, Chevrolet and Kader went to the deep into the sand and Carino kind of benefited from there. Then he's just trying to pass Kyoto, but Kyoto managed to keep this position. So there he goes, now Carino trying to pass Kyoto once again. Can he do it there? Ooh, not quite on that turn 3. We see Chevrolet trying to make a comeback there, ooh, but he goes off the track there. Looks like he had no space. So yeah, a lot of drivers at the front are very relaxed, racing along. Just focus on the pace and finishing the race. We've got these drivers still on the big battle here for the top 10 positions. As you can see, but yeah, but now you see Chevrolet maybe trying to pass Kyoto on the inside. This is battle for top 10. Ooh, there he goes, Chevrolet with the move, but Kyoto had no space and he got completely pushed on the outside. So in the meantime, we see Joe Porsche is coming back to this battle. We see we've got 3 JL race winners, I believe. As you can see now, ooh, there he goes, Joe Porsche on the inside line. I believe he got pushed. I think things can be really complicated with Kader's ping. You see Kyoto going a little bit wider. You can see now, ooh, big crash between both cat drivers. As you can see now, looks like Kyoto is gonna lose the position. And things have been really chaotic here, but not at the front. As you can see, Kubo takes the win on the feature race. There he goes, amazing win for him, and I think he's gonna delay things for the next win. So Corvin is not champion just yet, and Drew Reese is gonna get yet another podium on this round. So amazing race for him, as we see Grozim finishing the race behind Gironi. Then we got Stoll, then we got Graf Suicide, then we got Chevrolet. And I think Carino is going to be the ones finishing on the top 10 today, so really amazing races for these 2 drivers. As we see, Kader is going to have to finish in P11 today. Then we got Joe Porsche finish second in the JL race, he's going to be P12 in the CL. Then we got Kyoto Gletzi. And yeah, still have some drivers finishing the races. We got Juan and Dino got. To see is not last. Juan with really old tires, but he's gonna manage to keep it until the end, I believe. So there he goes, Juan P15 and Dino got P16. Right, so Kubo takes maximum points on the feature race. Almost, he did grab the fastest lap, but then we got the Vumpiokas finish completing the podium, and then we got the Scuderia Carmondo drivers completing the top 5. So it's Harvey, Juris, Junior, Rosin, then we got Russell Dizwards following him then in P6, then we got Kraft. And then we got the sandwich here, Little Snowflake sandwich with Chevrolet in the middle, then we got Suicide on the top and Harvey from the base. Then we got Kader with the fastest lap, looks like he tied it with Corzim with the 33.12. And he's gonna get followed by Joe Porsche, then Kyoto, then we got Guetzi, Joanna and Dino got finishing at the back. So there you go, this was the penultimate round of CL. Next time we're gonna be racing in Monaco for the finale.